Hello, babies. Tonight's show is dedicated to one of the greatest things the world has ever known.
It's
No, even better than that. It'll float your boat when you got nay but $1. It'll get you all hot and bothered in the right environment under that collar. It can make the ugly.
Hang on, you're still talking about tits, aren't you?
It can make the ugly truly attractive, and it can get you in some seriously nasty situations as well.
Okay.
It's amazing when it's cold, and it's loved when served warm. It's bubbly, it's great, and it's all that is right in the world. I'm talking about beer. Oh, yeah. Woohoo!
I thought you were talking about revenge, a dish that is best served cold.
Yeah, the idea for that intro hit me about 7 seconds before we went live.
Well, I'm just a panzer here having a glass of wine, so
Chardonnay, no less, I'm sure.
Yeah. Although I do have a nice glass of whiskey just to,
Just to save your credibility and throw a little bit of masculinity back into the equation.
Absolutely. And there's no ice in it. So I'm gonna put some chilies in it as well.
Really? That's a neat idea. So, hey, somebody new joining us for PubChat, not new with the Shills, but new joining us for PubChat. We've got none other than Renegade Chungus over from the Car for Ukraine crew. How's it going, man?
Well, hi, Nick. How you doing, Dunk? How you guys doing today?
Hey.
Today is a really good day. It's the end of my vacation, so I figured I'd enjoy a nice pub chat as well.
Yeah, man. You know, sometimes it's a good day to have a drink, and other times it's a good one to have 4 or 5, right?
That might be this night.
I'm hoping so. So, did you see the video on Car for Ukraine today with the trucks already getting delivered there?
Oh my God. Yeah, I already put it into my stream intro. So even though my name's not in it yet, I have to, man. That was fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was loving it. And the thing with Claire is she knows as soon as we get close to our second, we're putting the rocket launcher one out. But we did the rocket launcher one last time, and we wanted to put something very much recover and save. So our name went on a badass, big ass van with some 4x4 and whatnot. It was a very, very cool sight to see.
I get it.
We need to get a rabbit launcher on one of those things so we can fire it into the engines of the Russian jets.
Chungus, you don't know the gag, but we were just recording our 42 show video clips where we record it live with our viewers, but we chop it into 2 little video clips, and one of the stories was an airplane who suffered a wildlife engine hit and had to turn around and come back to where they took off from. They, after takeoff, had a rabbit hit the engine. After takeoff.
A rabbit?
Yeah.
A bunny.
Yeah. And we couldn't figure out why this super rabbit was flying around at the airport, man. Like, what the hell's going on?
Part of the dead rabbits gang? That's really strange.
Or maybe some really freaky people were just like sitting at the end of the runway lobbing rabbits at planes. Like, is that,
one of my Chungus cult followers, probably, I would imagine. I could see that happening.
Or could it be that those really cute floppy-eared bunnies have evolved flight like Dumbo, right? Could
where Chungus fly.
Well, Bugs Bunny didn't Bugs Bunny used to do it with his ears and him fly like a helicopter?
Well, I think he was just. Yeah, but I think he was just. That's
stoned.
I don't know if you know the lore of the Chungus, but the Chungus is a big fat Bugs Bunny. That's where the name actually came from. So when you're talking bunnies, you're talking the Chungus realm. You're talking Eastern Campaign. You're talking the Pasanki.
So maybe what we have here is a situation where we had a true Chungus who was just making a protest point on Boeing airplanes and the absolute frailty of them. Maybe this was a political statement.
Maybe he was not drunk at the pub.
It's just not. There's just not enough Boeings dropping from the sky at the minute. Come on.
I love it. Oh, so but yes, I will, somebody we'll get the link in our, we'll drop it in the live chat for you so you can check out the Car for Ukraine video. We will also have a community post up on our main channel at the Shills and yada, yada, blah, 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 because we're in the video as a collective group. I don't mean us as in Dunk and I, because we're not in Ukraine, but us, the Shills community, provided a vehicle. And so as such, we are there.
I'm not going to lie. I'm super jealous of that video. Hearing, just seeing the rockets go off. Like, what a trip, man. What a trip. And I know what you mean about, you know, one of these days it'd be cool to get like a medevac vehicle or a cool story of how you, like, someone's life was saved.
Oh yeah,
you
right.
Know? Wouldn't that be neat? Like, someone got back, hey, by the way, the vehicle you guys bought saved my life. You know, something like that. Oh,
right,
man.
right.
That would be so inspiring.
Yeah. Here, let me. Sorry, you all are probably wondering what you just heard, but let me show you what it's like when Car for Ukraine sets up a rocket launcher truck. Okay, now let me zoom this in because, you know, we're humans. Watch this, fellow babies.
Дякуємо Car for Ukraine та Бандеромобіль за організацію збору та підготовку авто. Дякую спільнотам The Shills, а також ATP Geopolitics за підтримку у зборах і самому Діку та Джонатану за активну підтримку. Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Героям слава!
За рідну неньку! Постріл! Постріл! Постріл!
Yeah, baby. You see what I'm saying? That's what support looks like.
Send the hate.
Hashtag boom boom. Yeah.
Can you fit one of those to my Land Cruiser?
Sure get you out of traffic in a hurry, wouldn't it?
You know, it reminded me of the first time I ever donated to Lethal Aid. I think it was Brandon Mitchell's campaign for thermal, and he made it very clear. He's like, a lot of people are out there, they're going to donate for this, but this thermal, it's going to something else. And I'm just like,
yeah,
hit that button. Let's do this right now. That night I went home and I made pot butter, and I like filled a half of a shot glass, like a shot glass like that, full of pot butter and a little tequila like that. And I took the whole thing down. Oh my God. Talk about visions. I was seeing like dead Russians with like covered in like blood in their hands. I'm like, I did that.
Yeah.
And man, what a vision. After that, I woke up feeling great about it. So no remorse at that point.
Chungus, amazing transition there, because I have the absolute pleasure to announce that finally it's come to pass. Brandon Mitchell is joining the Shills next week, 26th, 27th on Shills Ukraine update on the main channel.
Oh, beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's finally going to happen. I know many people have asked, why hasn't Brandon been on the show? We have tried in the past to coordinate it, but Brandon doesn't exactly just sit at home playing video games. But we're on WhatsApp right now. We've picked the weekend next, so not tomorrow and Sunday, but the next weekend, and we'll be hanging out and having some fun.
He is such an awesome dude. He reminds me of my best friend Eddie when I was growing up. He was this crazy kid from UK, and this guy was so crazy. We lived on the coast over in Mendocino County. He would climb these redwood trees that are 150 foot tall, go all the way to the fucking top during a storm, and rock back and forth holding these trees. And I remember seeing his dad. He was a postman. He would look out, get down from there. He's just right on the top of these trees. That's Brandon Mitchell. In my mind, when I see Brandon, that's what I think of.
Awesome. Awesome. Love it very much.
Yeah, we don't have many rodeos in the UK, so that's what we've got to do, is climb a tree.
Hey, how long have we been? Is it time to kill it on the old channel and get everybody to come on over? Dunk, do you want to take that?
Well, we got 18 viewers on the Shills channel. I think we've got a few people have come over. Cinnamon's come over, and Bobo Uzella's come over. We've got NANA. I think he's still stuck there. Come on, NANA, come and find us in the right place. And who else we got?
There's 3 words that sum up NANA as a person: steaks, whiskey, enjoyment.
NANA in the other chat says, what?
Get the hell over here, you slacker. What are you doing?
So Dick, how hard is it juggling like multi-channels? Because like I have a hard enough time just like doing one, but like I'm doing a lot, you know.
Well,
I know you got a kid too. I'm raising 3 on my own. So I'm like, I'm raising 3 on my own.
And Jeebus, man.
Yeah, and I'm working 50 hours a week, and I'm fundraising as much as I can. I couldn't imagine doing.
Wow. Well, in my world, it's homeschooling and stuff. My son's on the spectrum and whatnot, right? So very involved as well. But the thing is doing 3 channels for us is nothing, because it's the same content from one channel, just split to 2 other channels now. It's the same as we were doing before.
Well,
it's no big deal.
What we found on the Shills, there are like 2 main problems, and we managed to science the shit out of it to get this sorted. Because you have like the laws of physics and time, and you also you can only be in one place at the same time. So we've learned how to clone, and we've also learned how to mess with time. So there are more than 24 hours in the day. So, we're just breaking the laws of physics and a bit of nature.
No problem, right? A little Star Trek shit, not an issue.
Yeah. Einstein's my bitch, and I use him for my own benefit, right?
I know the spectrum, man. I know how hard that can be. My daughter is too.
Oh,
She had brain surgery, and she had her right hippocampus removed. So
holy shit, man.
Yeah, so it takes a lot. I feel the struggle.
Wow. Everybody throw a heart for the dad that Chungus is in the chat there. Here's to you, brother. Wow. You always take time to salute a dad who's single dad or doing a lot of it and whatnot, because we get passed over sometimes as the value of parenting. I get looked at as a happy babysitter by people at times. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I've raised him since day one. What?
I love it too. Like the cringe looks you get from people when you're coming up there, and like they're just looking at you like, oh, what the fuck you doing here?
Like, exactly. Yeah.
What you doing here?
Yeah. Very much. I
embrace it.
Yeah, I had a printing business when my son was young, around like 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, a little like at-home business, but we had vinyl cutters and big printers and all heat presses for T-shirts and everything. And I used to make them custom T-shirts. Like, I live with autism, but I wear the pants in the family. And one of them that I used to love, because every now and then when he was like 3, 4 years old and he'd have a little spasm at a store, you get some rich git and they're like, oh, he could touch me like a dog would. And they'd give you that look. And his shirt was, I'm on the autism spectrum. What's your excuse? Because I used to say it to people, right?
She would kill me if I did anything like that. Yes, she is so trendy. It's got to be like bape hoodies and all the nice cool stuff.
Yeah. Now, mine when he was young, I used to make him like really complex custom shirts that were like tigers and all this, and he loved it. Yeah. But it got to be stupid, because as he got older, having half your home taken up by all of this gear was just not, reasonable, right? Yeah. It's fun though.
Yeah, I remember one of the earliest memories I had of an awkward moment was we're sitting in this grocery store, right? And he was a cool sport. She comes up to me, she's like, "Dad, why is that guy a different skin color than us?" And I'm like, and he looks at me.
Because he's racist.
And he looks at me. He looks at me and he goes, "Yeah, Dad. Why?"
Awesome.
Oh my god. I'll never forget that.
Oh, great. Put you on the spot.
Oh, he was a good sport about it. We were having a good time with it.
You know the phrase scripting, where they get repetitive on something, right? My son is a big John Belushi fan, and he got watching the Blues Brothers, and he started scripting the Nazis from the movie. And so he'd be marching around the house going, "White women, white men," and I'd be like, "For the love of God, you cannot do that outside." And I'd try to explain to him, right?
I remember we were jailbreaking episodes of Mickey Mouse back before all this shit happened years ago, right?
Yeah.
Off of our Roku. And the only jailbreak Mickey Mouse we could get was in Russian. So the whole beginning of the Mickey Mouse theme song, she could say in Russian.
That's funny.
That was wild.
There was a couple of shout out messages from our main channel that I want to get to here, because it would be, uncouth not to.
Be remiss and rude.
Yeah.
Which is us.
Yeah, well, exactly, right? There was NA&A. There was a message there. Is it the Flash Zolite? Going back, that's a good one. And then we had, let's see here. Oh, we had Super Chat Matt, and it's 1877 CAR for Ukraine. CARS, CARS for Ukraine. Please help today. And wow, what a great message that is. Exactly. We can put that number out because I'm sure they want us all to have it. Absolutely. And we'll get the link in as well. The fundraiser is going really well this time around, especially with a little bit of a slowdown due to tariff uncertainty and stock market plunging and people getting a little bit more concerned about their personal finances. It's still been going well. Got to congratulate every single one of you who's been helping and contributing.
Seriously, I never thought the turnout would be this big. Like I'm on a donor box with Canty, and I've got 860 subs on my channel. He's got half that.
Yeah,
and we're less than 4,000 euros short from our goal, which is spectacular. I know Mercado's been throwing a lot of shout outs to us. Shout out to Mercado Media for helping in the background. Yeah, I was on vacation. I'm looking like $100 donations. I'm like, God damn, Kenny, what are you doing?
I know, right?
And then, it turns out he'd been plugging us too. But
well, that's what we're switching to now, because we've got a truck paid for already, because we had that one $10,000 mystery donor. So we're going to start swinging out everybody else's link right now to help catch everybody else up. And again, we've all said this. Don't get the wrong idea here. There's no competition in this, because last time around we got our name on a truck and I think we only contributed about 4,000 euro or something, right? It's not about, somebody's better than you. It's collectively, how many freaking vehicles can we get in people's hands as fast as possible? That's all it matters.
100%. Everything else aside, at the end of the day, it's all about getting the vehicles to the troop. That being said, I hyper motivate by a friendly horse race. I love that. Oh, I love that feeling like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be with the big dogs. We're going to make it today. And then all of a sudden the Shills, $10,000 donation.
I know. Like, look at the graph on the screen right there. We're ahead of Mercado Media and Rick the Ukrainian. That's stupid. We should not be ahead of either one of those. I mean, Rick the Ukrainian, for the love of God, he doesn't seem to sleep or eat or even go to the bathroom. He just streams for more donations and more information. Unbelievable.
Rick might not know this, but he is sort of like my mentor in streaming and fundraising. Like, the way he does it is absolutely the way I want to do it.
Yeah,
I know. It's beautiful. It really is. Like he goes all out, and I see him some days on stream. I'm just like, God damn, will you just like go to sleep, please?
Yeah,
Please? 'Cause
I know, right?
like,
Yeah.
giving his heart and his soul. I mean, it's his people. I understand, but
Yeah.
I don't at the same time because
Yeah.
we're seeing it from a different outside view. But that man pours everything he has into it. It's beautiful.
And he wears his heart on his sleeve in the most traditional sense of the phrase while doing it. Like he gets a little emotional. He gets a little bit hot under the collar sometimes. He's had the odd interaction with people where he goes, "Oh, really? Sorry, I got a little angry with you there or whatever." But, you know, in the end, he's the nicest guy there is. And there's no ill will, you know. It's just that he's so passionate about what he's doing. If you throw a slight sarcastic remark into the mix and he doesn't realize that you're, you know, I mean, yeah, he can get a little, right? You know, I love it. I would not consider his approach to honesty, directness, passion, and truly putting the you in YouTube. I would not ever fault him for his streaming.
No, absolutely not.
You know,
we all have different perspectives on this, and it's all driven us to help in one reason or another. And his is very personal. I mean, it's his people. So when someone goes on there and they're, you know, making jokes or whatnot, expect a little lashback if he doesn't like what you're saying. I mean, in a sense, we're all people, right? Like at the end of the day, we all put our pants on the same way sometimes. I'm not wearing pants today. I got shorts. and
I'm sure you look good in a dress, brother.
I look terrible today. But, you know, I mean, we're all human, right? And we all have our tolerance level, especially when you're doing streams like day and night.
And if anybody thinks that Rick doesn't have a sense of humor or whatever, well, screw that, because he's hung out with me many times, and you can't do that unless you have a sense of fucking humor. It's just not going to work.
Oh my God. That song, he played a song on a stream the other day from Stilyuki, Drunk Monkeys.
Yeah.
Number one requested song in my household. I had to listen to it all the way to fucking Lake Amador the other day.
Yeah, I saw that in the back chat. I was laughing, man. That's awesome. Yeah, you're bringing them up well, for sure. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, if they only knew they were saying bad words in Ukrainian while they're singing it.
Hey, as long as they're not swearing in English, nobody else fucking knows, right? Let me get a drink here. Yeah.
Amen. Amen, bro. I don't know if you guys ever heard that. Dunk, have you heard the Drunk Monkey song? It's beautiful.
I know of a Drunk Monkey, but that's a different matter altogether.
Oh, we'll get there soon. We'll be a bunch of them. We'll be the three. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. Very soon.
Well, I'm certainly speaking no evil. I can't get a fucking word in edgeways with you two blathering on.
Oh, I got a lot to talk about, man. I'm on vacation. Yeah, it's the last day of the great adventure away from work. A little me time, a little peace and quiet.
Did you go somewhere, or was it like a homestay?
No. We made the best of it. It was spring break. We went to Lake Amador. We did some trout fishing. We had a terrible experience on live stream, losing the biggest rainbow trout I've ever seen in my life. And there were many cuss words said on live stream in front of whoever was on there. It was very, very beautiful and passionate moment, and I was extremely upset. And half your chat already knows about it. We were joking about it earlier. I made a short video out of it too. It was so terrible.
But the fish got to live for another day.
He did, and it's sort of a romance now, right? The one that got away, you know.
You have to go back with a shotgun. Take him out.
So I do waterfowl hunt off the same kayak, but that fish right there, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna find that one fish that got away. It was a beautiful moment.
Just one stick of dynamite, and you'll take them all out in one go.
I'd rather avoid investigations from Cash Patel at this point in my life.
Just get straight to weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, I'd end up waking up in a Salvadorian prison. Yeah, exactly.
Hey Dick, we got to end the stream, dude.
Okay, so you mean the one on the main channel, right?
Yeah. So we go for 27 minutes.
So if you're watching us still on the main channel, and I'm talking to you, NANA, get over to this channel where PubChat is now. We'll get the link in the live chat, and then we're going to end this fucking thing. Is that about right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got a few people there. Adam Rounds, Duncan Stewart, NANA. Get your pants onto the proper channel. And BJ's putting it. He's putting it in the chat, so you know where to go, and it will be redirected at the end of this show. So
BJ's dancing 2 channels for you folks, so I want to see donations so we can get him some beer. It's your fault, not mine.
Yes.
Weedy in your chat referencing to my vacation. You need a bigger boat and an electric motor. Okay, but you haven't experienced the joy on being on a little Walmart kayak with a whole trout fishing setup, trolling through there, dodging big MAGA boats with their fucking super powered ultra boat engines with their American flag and their big red hat on a little tiny trout lake while they're playing some lame ass fucking country music you can't stand. You haven't been able to experience that on a kayak. Okay, so there's a big difference.
The only thing that could have made that whole description worse was the music being Kid Rock, but I felt every fucking moment of that. Every syllable hit me like a dagger to the heart.
Oh my God, Kid Rock on that would have been even more epic. It was some bullshit, though. I can't even tell you what it was.
Every time Kid Rock stands up on stage at some MAGA thing, he looks like some guy they just dragged out of a meth-fueled coffin sleep to fucking put on stage, right? You know?
I remember that guy came and played a concert where we live here. He came out of a helicopter on a rope, right? And he was, I'm going to jump in because we live on a big lake, but it stinks. He almost jumped in this big ass lake full of blue-green algae that just smells bad. Everybody's telling him, no, don't do it. Don't do it. He looked like such a schmuck.
All right, come on. Let's end the stream on the Shills channel. Come on.
Well, you ended. Hit the button. Hit the button. Okay.
Well, you got to announce. You got to tell everyone. You got fireworks and all that kind of stuff you normally do.
Yeah. They're not even set up, so we're not doing.
All
that.
right.
Okay. Here, hold on. No, they're not there. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Oh, wait. Here, fireworks. Okay. So get your ass to Mars. Get your ass to Mars.
Follow the link. Follow the link. Follow the link. Follow the link. Stream ends in 3, 2, 1. Now.